problem is once you introduce sweet into a child's diet, that's it.
Yeah.
You've lost the battle.
Yeah, true.
You know, but try and prolong introduction of sugar into your child's diet.
When is the first time I should come and see you with my child?
So I would recommend, well, I'll go by the American Association of Pediatric Dentists. They recommend by the time the first birthday, okay?
So
1 year old. And really you want to just get the child used to coming to the dentist, know that it's not a scary place. And the first visit is really just to make sure that what teeth you expect the child to have at 1 year old, the child has them. Make sure there's nothing unusual. They'll look in the mouth and just make sure there's nothing unusual. But it's really for the child to get comfortable.
So paint a picture for us when the child is 1 year old, what should we expect you to do? So that also as a parent, you're psychologically prepared, yes. You're also not panicking with the child.
So what we'll do is we will have them sit in the chair if they will sit in the chair. And then, probably play some games with them in the chair just to get used to it because it's a totally new experience. And then if they will let us, we'll have them open their mouth and then we'll count the teeth. So we'll make you see how many teeth they have. We'll look for dental decays, any decay, are the gums healthy? Is there anything unusual? And that's really it. And then we'll also look at the back of the throat, see what the tonsils look like. Maybe ask you questions about sleeping, and because it seems more children are snoring and things like that, so we'll ask you about things like that.
Okay, so no cleaning?
And then if they allow, yes, we take it we go at the child's pace. Okay. Because remember that the noises and the sounds, they may not allow us to do it. If they allow us to do it, then we'll clean their teeth. If they don't, we'll see them next time. Okay. So even if the child comes the first time and they're crying and they're upset, Mom and Dad, don't be upset, it's okay. We'll just let them get used to the environment, have them sit in the chair, and then we'll say, we'll wait 6 months, and just get them used to it. So we may not even do anything the first visit. They may not even let us look in their mouth, and that's okay.
So should I be worried by 1 year? They first remove 20 teeth, right?
Yes, the 20 teeth, prime baby teeth, yes.
Yes. Should I be, when should I start worrying? Because we always love that Kamau. Yes. This is the time I should look for a doctor or find out what's going on.
Yes.
When should I be worried if the 20 teeth are not out?
So it's usually, every child is different. So some children may have all 20 teeth by 18 months. Some children, it might be 3 years, 36 months. So don't worry about it. If they're not getting a lot of oral stimulation, you may want to give them things like maybe have them chew on something that will stimulate the gums. And then also make sure they're not eating too many soft foods. Maybe if they're older and they're able to eat foods that like broccoli, that's a little more fibrous, because that will stimulate the gums.
Okay.
Yes.
So also now applies to the adult teeth coming out. When should I be worried? Now this girl is going to 10 years and nothing has come out.
So by 10 years we'll have, usually the adult teeth start coming at about 6 years. So usually it's the lower two front teeth. And so for 6 years, it might be 7. Some might be as early as 4. So I said every child, every child is different.
Yeah, because like Kairu, her first tooth came out at 4 years. And I remember I was so worried. I was sure this girl had fallen in school and broken the tooth.
Yeah.
Kumbe, it was
time. The adult teeth was erupting, yes. So everybody is different. So we'll just observe. I mean, some adults are congenitally missing adult teeth. They may be missing 1 or 2 teeth, or they might have an extra tooth. So that's also not abnormal.
Like 33?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So it does happen.
Okay.
Yes.
Any particular pattern I should look out for when the teeth are coming out, both when at 6 months and at 6 years?
So usually with the baby teeth, it's the lower 2 front teeth, and the same with adult teeth.
They look like rabbits.
Yeah. And then with adult teeth, it's also the 2 front lower teeth.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Coming out, same pattern.
Yeah. So usually the 2 lower front ones will start to get loose, and then the adult too will start to come in.
Any foods I should
Yes.
give this
Food,
children?
yes.
Or what should I avoid? Should I just be on sodas and juices?
So we want to avoid foods that have a lot of refined sugars, a lot of processed foods, because now we're finding a lot of children have a lot of cavities, and it's because of their diets. So we're eating a lot of, the crisps, the mandazis, breads. And, a lot of us think, well, bread isn't so bad. But the problem with bread and mandazis and chapati, they become sticky in the mouth. And so they stick on the teeth, and then they become food for the bacteria that cause the cavities. So what we want to do is we want to also encourage our children, because I'm noticing, I think we're starting to eat our diet is becoming a lot softer with the burgers and the breads and sandwiches. So we want to encourage them to eat fibrous food. So like broccoli, skuma wiki, raw carrots, because those will also help clean the teeth, because the fiber and they're hard and crunchy, so then a lot of debris is not left on the teeth. And so if that's, you can encourage those. So, because like I had a parent who, when their child was very young, they told the child that broccoli was a treat. So the child was always rewarded with broccoli. Yes.
Are you serious?
Because the problem is, once you introduce sweet into a child's diet, that's it.
Yeah.
You've lost the battle.
Yeah, true.
But try and prolong introduction of sugar into your child's diet, because when they get to school, they're going to get it. So if you can wait until maybe they go to school, or and just avoid the sugars, your child will be on a good path.
Yeah, because I also know for Wairimo firstborns, for Wairimo we were straight and narrow.
Yes.
We took our time introducing the sugar.
Good. Yeah.
Even soda,
yeah.
we took so long. So I think she tasted her first sugar when she was like 3, and she didn't like it. Up to today, she'll tell you it's yuck.
Yeah.
Because it's a foreign taste for her. Unfortunately for our number 2,
it's a different
story.
We
were just easy go lucky parents, and he tasted his soda, though he's not a sweet tooth, but he tends to enjoy the soda, unlike the sister. So I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Delay the introduction
of sugar. Yes. So even avoid juices, because we think even if we juice at home, it's better than obviously the juice packet. But remember, that's still sugar. So if they're going to drink that juice, don't let them sip on it all day, because what it does, it causes the mouth to have an acidic environment, which the bacteria that cause decay, they thrive in that environment, and then the sugars from the juice. So make sure it's in a glass or a cup, and that they're drinking it at one go, maybe with their meal, and then drink water after. So now that you're bringing the pH of that mouth back to neutral, it's not remaining in that acidic state.
How many times should we brush the teeth for the children?
At least twice a day. So, and the most important one is the nighttime brushing, because they're going to go to sleep for 8-9 hours, and nothing will be going in the mouth. So that's when the cavities will form. So morning and evening, nighttime brushing. If you can do it every meal, but that's not after every meal, but that's probably not possible. So at least twice a day.
Okay. Some children have conditions that I need to give antibiotics on a regular basis. First, does it affect the teeth? And what can you advise such a mother who has a child, they really need this medicine to control whatever they have?
So as far as the only antibiotic would be tetracycline that we had talked about, because that will now affect the adult teeth that are forming. So that's and most doctors will not give tetracycline because they know that will affect the adult teeth. And the thing with medicines now have a lot of sugar, so that the child can take it, right? So what I would recommend, if you're giving medicine to your child, give them the medicine and then have them drink water after, so that we're getting rid of all that sugar that's in the medicine. Yes.
Yeah. There you have it. We hope we've answered all your questions about kids' teeth. So let's brush our teeth as well, not just the kids, even us ourselves, we need to take care of our teeth. Maybe next time we'll have Dr. Njeri talk to us about adult teeth and what we need to look out for and take care of. So till next time, bye.
Bye. Thank you. That was fun.